Okay, we are watching some CEV volleyball right now, and it is Lublin, a Polish team, versus Knack Roselaire, a Belgium team. Now, this will be a good crossover because both teams are very good, and it obviously went to 5 sets, so pretty crazy. And for Lublin, you got Kofi, who didn't really play too much. I'm not sure if he's hurt or what the deal is there, but then you got Khalil Heno, you got Wilfredo Leone, and Finn McCarthy, the Canadian kid. Can't remember. I think he's the other outside. I can't remember where he's from. He might be Canadian though, but I'm not sure. And then for Knack Roselaire, I don't know too many of the guys, but Espeland is from Norwegia, or oh my god, Norway. Jeez, he's Norwegian. Sorry. Dermot, I believe French. I would assume. Van Elsen, Canadian, and Sixna, Canadian as well. I think Van Elsen's Canadian. Yeah, I think he's. Anyways, takes it to five. This guy, I'm excited to watch this guy. He's a young Norwegian fella, and pretty sure he's a dang good player. So let's get into it. No more stalling. Let's see. Finn McCarthy starting us off, serving out of bounds there. And then this guy right here, he's a old setter from Belgium, so it'll be fun. And I'm pretty sure. I think they were kind of running an interesting system over here for Luke Lubin, because like they have 3 pins that they kind of rotate all through. And now, first one, he gets a phenomenal pass here. Nice float, makes a great move on it, opens up his hip, holds a good angle, pops it up, runs a nice bick, takes a great swing to the corner, gets an overpass. Look at that transition here. Let's check that out one more time. Look at how he turns. He turns, runs backwards a bit, doesn't lose the ball completely, and then starts it back up, gets up there, takes another great rip. Same spot, same corner, still disciplined swing. And you see how maxed out he is here too. Like, he's not scrunched up, he's reaching high. He's reaching upward. I would rather someone reach up instead of reach forward on a bick like that. That'll be nice. And then you see Hilaire Heno coming in and passing, or coming in and playing right side there, which, yeah, we'll see. But I assume that there's going to be a lot of times where he steps in to pass like this, so it'll be good. Oh, wow, good cover. And then just ball's up there, might as well swing scenario. Ball's still alive. Let's see the defense real quick. That's the Canadian kid right there, digging that ball. And then it does it go over? Wait a second. Oh, that goes over and just drops. Oh, wow. Nobody communicated. Nobody went for that ball. I'd say that's Wilfredo Leone's ball. But, hey, nobody went. Ball's down. Wilfredo Leone. Big serve. Huge serve, man. Huge, huge serve. I think that kid might be... He might be Norwegian, too. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know where he's from. He might be French. Who knows? Great chase, though. Let's see that chase one more time real quick. Huge serve. Fair enough that he passed it over there. Chases it, puts it up. And again, like, you don't want to give up on a play ever. Like, you still want to try and find a way to get a swing at some point, you know? Good pass, in system. Go to the outside. Good cover by Wilfredo Leone. I want to see that posture by him. Yeah, he turns. Once he sees he doesn't get the set, he turns and goes. It turns and covers. Really nice. And honestly, like, I think Wilfredo Leone actually looks really good on the right side. I think from the back row at least, I think he actually looks pretty good. From at least the few clips I've seen from this game, he actually looks pretty good from the back row there. Ball's out of system, hitting him again, bang, another great swing. And again, like with this, he can just be big, take a huge swing, not worry about passing too much. Huge swing. Out of bounds. Let's see. Spinner. Good take. Look at that shuffle. And then he still stays on his toes, ready to move and balanced, so that he can rotate like that if he needs to. Great angle. Great take. And this is just a tough offense to really do much against. Like, if you're not serving bombs and getting them out of system, it's going to be Wilfred Leon from the back row, Hillier Heno from the front row, Young from the front row, Finn McCarthy from the front row. Like, it's just a tough offense to really do anything against. Nice. Ooh. Would have been a nice spin to float. Okay. And again, like, still, even though they get a semi-in-system pass and there's no middle anymore, it's still just a very lethal offense with all these guys. Chops it short. Libero gets it, though. See, I don't know. I mean, so many people try to short serve Liberos. I don't get it. I mean, maybe he's just trying to do it because it's right on top of the setter. I don't know, but whatever. Hey, it worked out, though. It worked out. Huge block move by Wilfred Leon, though. Oh, maybe there's some other things to it. Maybe the setter sets that guy every time, and in that type of scenario, and then you want to have him set against Wilfred Leon because Wilfred Leon's huge. So you never know. It could be something weird like that. Floater, good pass. Yeah, and look at that push off he does right here, where he pushes off there with that foot, gets himself over, boom, right on his forehead, lifts the hands high, boom, perfect pass all day. Clear Heno, spinner, good serve. Bang, off the hands. I like that swing a lot. And I think this kid's also pretty young. I think he's a younger guy, but it might be somebody else, I don't know. Bang. Not sure. I mean, Hillier Heno from the back row on the right side. I don't know if I've seen him do that much. Excuse me. Or the top to Wilfred Leon there. That's good patience by the middle, you know, and like just being light on his feet and not doing too much. Like, obviously this isn't the biggest block move of all time, but he gets a great touch off of it, and you reset the play, you know. Yeah, good triple block, good chase down, ball's in the air, putting a free ball over here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a highlight of some sort. Yep, there it is. Yeah. And, like, you see why they're putting him right here is because if you want to just exploit or use Wilfred Leon, then you're just going to kind of limit this guy as much as possible if he's trying to help on the middle. And if he doesn't help on the middle, then that middle should be able to get kills, you know? Like, it's just nice to be able to put pressure on a specific person like that. Yeah, that's a nice swing. Another nice swing from Wilfred Leon. Like, I don't know. He just looks good from back there. I don't know. Let's see. We got 12-11 in the first. Huge serve. Really nice serve. Let's see that one more time. Look at how high he takes this. And then just gets a little bit of thumb down. Gets just a little bit on this side of the ball. Cuts it there. Bang. All day. That's a really nice swing. Another huge serve. Again, like, look at how he's just at his peak there. Times it well. And look at that little pause here. He's here, and then he's waiting. And then when it's time to go, he goes. You know? Like, there's that acceleration in the serve is really nice. Yeah, I really think that's impressive. Huge serves. Wilfred Leon chops it. Let's see. Bang. Whew. There's Kofi. Huge block. And like, obviously he's flying. Okay, he's absolutely flying. But he still presses immediately, you know? He presses early. Look at how he presses his right hand into the seam really well. And still presses his left hand enough to where if he gets hit with it, boom, it's going down like that. Let's see the block move one more time. Bang. Quick, physical, disciplined, all three. All at once. I mean, you see, again, he takes a huge split step here and then just jumps super high and is able to just launch that ball down. Is that off the fingers? Wow. That's such a sneaky little touch there. Unless he missed it. I don't know. I mean, it looks to me like there's a touch there. But maybe he just missed it barely. Hard to tell. They obviously didn't challenge it, so. Whew, taking a swing like that from back there, good for him. Job, so let's see what goes on here. Bang, big swing. It's such an aggressive approach too. I really like that. And he gets his feet behind the ball still. Like he's able to jump forward just a little bit and then just max out up here. Take a big rip against the block. Nice. And I also like how he challenged the third blocker there too. Like maybe that's him just going cross or going corner, but still it's just a smart choice. And you find the middle. Find the middle in transition. Work on that. Like especially in a scenario like this where it's just a quick transition. This guy's not going to be on his hugest route, whatever. And like, oh, whatever. I don't know if he's up. I don't know if he's available. Trust it. Try to find it. Because it really does make a big difference in transition, as you see right there. Kofi gets beat because of that. Short ball, taking out Wilfredo Leon a little bit. Gosh, that's huge. They leave to go to Young. So they're switch blocking, okay? And this middle just leaves completely. Leaving Kofi on a solo block. Or a no block, sorry. Let's see. Bang. Nice. It's a good swing, though. It's a really nice swing. And again, like, he's taking that ball from a high point, and he's going deep into the court, or at least wide into the court. It's really nice. Ooh, wow. And yeah, I think Kofi could probably get out of the way a little bit better there. Or at least transition a little more normal there. Look at that cover there. Wow. Launches it high. Bang. Huge swing. Yeah, and look at how he's just maxing his arm swing out really well. Like, he's just as high as he possibly can. Wow. That's a really nice swing. And that's around two huge blockers, too. Like, that's against Wilfredo Leon and Kofi. That's insane. Ooh, ball slips through a little bit. But look at that. Like, ball misses inside because it slips through his hands like that. But he's still able to make a very physical, good adjustment. And I think he might just swing out there. So just barely out. But he still is able to take a physical swing because the ball's inside. But then you see the difference here where he kind of has to slow down. And he still takes a great swing, great high swing. What I like about Roselaire right now is they're really taking disciplined, smart swings. They're making a lot of great choices. Let's see, floater here. Goes to Wilfredo Leon. Fair enough. Yeah, Heno's got a great arm swing. And he kind of contacts it low sometimes, but because he's so whippy and quick with his arm swing, it's okay. And he can have range from that. Like, it's pretty nice. I think that's in. Yeah, wow. That's a great serve. Goes to the line. Nope. Spinner. For Leon, deep out of system here. Let's see what goes on. Yeah, it's a huge swing. Holy crap. Yeah, and honestly, like, I always say miss tight, which, of course, I still agree to that. But with Wilfredo Leon up there, you want him to swing every time. You don't want to force him to joust. Like me, I force me to joust. I'm cool with that. I mean, I'll go OT on some people, but not as much as Wilfredo Leon, you know. But he can go OT on pretty much every single block in the world. So I don't know if anybody was even under. Yeah, I think they were just both mutually under, and they called it floater. Let's see. Is that gross enough? Okay. Floater. Tough pass there. Again, like, they're making great choices out of system. Like, obviously they're going to get put out of system a decent bit because the team they're playing is full of phenomenal servers, but they're taking great swings out of system, and that's keeping them in this game right now. They're tied right now. But then here's a great pass in system, ripping it back there. And still, even though they're in system, he's still taking a phenomenal swing, a very disciplined swing, not trying to bounce on anything, not trying to score underneath any blocks, just outside and over every block. That's a really nice choice, but pulling the hands too. Pulling the hands on Hilaire Heno, smart man. Spinner, chops to Wilfred Leon. And, I mean, it looks to me like they're kind of pulling Wilfred Leon out. You see how he's further back than everyone else? It looks like they're trying to almost pinch him out, but then nobody else goes for it. Like, the libero probably could have gone for this if they're pinching him out. But if they're not pinching him out, then I don't know why Wilfred Leon's, out like that. But then same type of deal right there. Like, that's the one that the libero should have taken first. Maybe not the same exact serve, but it's the same spot. Well, same seam, I guess. Oh, wow. Yeah. In a scenario like this, if you pull your hands, unless it's like really just hanging there, then trust that they'll pick up the tip. Trust it and just let it happen, Good pass, really nice pass. Finn McCarthy gets a kill there. Really loaded block there. They really thought it was going to Wilfred Leon, I think. Huh, that's interesting. And I mean, that's not a bad idea though. Like, honestly, I'm very intrigued by this team because they're making some good decisions. They're trying some things out. They're playing very disciplined. They're doing some cool stuff. Good try to the joust, but this is why right here, if you're jousting, you want to try to catch people at their forearms instead of their hands, because like you see, Hilaire Heno just has too much control over that ball. But you saw in that last point of that first set, you saw them almost fully triple block commit on Wilfred Leon, even though he was back row. But hey man, with Wilfred Leon, like they set him almost every time deep in games like that, so it's fair. And Esplan, he presses inside the court there, and then just gets tooled right on the edge of his block. And those are the ones where you just want to make sure that you're making enough angle outside of it to like throw it back in, but it's tough because there's a big balance with that. Like, you don't want to do it too much to where you open up a gap in between the block. It's just a very particular thing, very tight thing, tight window to try to fix. Bang, nope. Spinner here, spin, great pass. Let's see that pass real quick. It's Young. I feel like he's Canadian, but I don't know. Phenomenal pass. Okay. And it's nice to have him. It's nice to have him and Heno. Like, again, just great choices, man. But it's nice to have him and Hilaire Heno out there as pins. It just takes a little bit of load off of Wilfred Leon's game so that he doesn't have to worry about passing as much. But then you see with the Polish national team, I don't think that they really do that much. Because it's not like Kurek is an 0-2 able right side, like he's not really a passer by any means. Floater, wow, look at that. He's really taking a lot there. I mean, the thing is though, if you're covering extra space as a libero on a float serve, you should really go platform. Like, you can cover a lot more space with your platform. Good recycle. And see how he kind of just swings up. Look at how he swings up. Look at how that ball is going upward. One more time here. Like, he's trying to recycle, so he's going up. See how that ball goes up off of his hand? Bang, up, and then it's into his hands instead of down low into the block. Ball's up. Getting a free ball here. Let's see what they get from it. Nice. Little middle run there. That was a little shifty because it was so tight, but bang. Oh, it's a nice run. And this Finn McCarthy kid, he's good. He's very good. I like watching him. I like how he is very slow with this step, but then he kind of times it by just hopping quick right there. Like, that's a really nice, and then just a phenomenal angle. Wow. Just a touch sometimes, and then a scramble play, launch it towards the net. You know, somebody will do something with it. Let's see. Again, same deal. But then they run a little fast tempo there with Wilfred-Leon. And I mean, like, I don't know why they're running this fast with him. Just let him go over top of somebody, you know. And then this is nice right here. It's quick. It's quick with his hands. You can't complain about a carry with that. That's a fine tip. And they're probably gonna do very similar stuff the whole time. And I mean, stuff like this from this setter right here, this shows me you're a gamer, because you're not like losing focus. You're always tuned in and focused on the play at hand, instead of just like, oh shoot, I didn't see it trickle off the net. Oh my bad. Oh, that's a nice swing. Good choice by Wilfredo too. By Wilfredo Leon. Because even if this guy stays up, then this is a smart swing, because he's going towards the line there. And if he is dropping, then they're going to have to cover that space, and you can kind of challenge that. Be like, okay, are you able to take that space up? Are you able to cut off the line in time, you know? Nope, see you, ball. Wi-Fi's going a little slow right now. Floater, nice serve. Real sharp off the line there. It's just a nice swing, it's fair enough. Spinner. Great pass over the top. Oh, that's a nice swing. Let's see that one more time. And you see how he just, look at how he shuffles over. Ball's here. Perfect pass is right here, okay? And then he moves back just a little bit. And as he moves back because of the ball, he shuffles over a little bit. Shuffles over, gets in the lane, goes straight on, accelerates completely, like goes. Like, it's not like a slow approach to it. It's fast, accelerating, quick on that approach. And that's going to allow you to fly forward a little bit more, but also just to jump even higher if you're going to approach fast and aggressive and athletic, you know. Spinner here. Let's see. Ooh, got him. Let's see. It's a nice block move. He doesn't drift too much, but look at how much space he covers right there. Like, he gets fully in the air right here. Fully in the air right here. Covers a ton of space, but still travels relatively very stable. Bang, presses forward, gets a nice block there. And I mean, block moves like that allow you to help on the pipe better and still take care of your primary responsibility, you know. Nice. Huh. Very interesting. So that's 2 triple blocks in a row, where there's kind of a gap between the first and second blocker, but 2 blocks in a row. So bang, and then an ace. Huge serve. Huh. And he's kind of cutting it like that, you know. You see how he kind of goes cross body a little bit there? See what I'm saying? I don't know. It's really nice serves, though. Yeah, ball's probably down. Yeah, and just that, watch this, okay? Look at how he tries to fake it right here. He just goes like that. Like he's gonna swing, like that big aggressive arm draw. And then he goes, and you see how the defender sits in a little bit more. He sits in a little bit more as he's doing that, and then he's a little bit late, you know. It's just subtle stuff. It's subtle stuff just to make it more realistic that they're gonna swing, you know, and then he tips it. Just to make it just that much more successful. Gosh, that is so high. That is such a high swing. This dude's got a phenomenal vertical. Holy crap. Rips it high over. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like Kofi went in the net. Kofi's also super high there, but he just goes into the net. Spinner, Esplin. It's a nice pass. that's a beautiful pass. And then a phenomenal swing down the line there. And like it always depends on how much or where the block is to see how much space you have to swing down that line. But if they're giving you that much, you better be taking it. You better be going for it. It's just nice to have that available, you know? Ooh. Okay, let's see back. Oh. And stuff like this, where the block's just a little bit late, is when it's even more important to swing disciplined, because you'll get a lot of tools off of that. Like you might think that someone's late on a block, and so you try to bounce it because you're like, okay, they're not going to be there. They're traveling to there, like they're moving. It's a moving block because they're late, you know. So just take a good swing, figure it out after that. All right, I saw this clip on Instagram. I actually don't know what the rules are. Wilfredo Leon. Yeah, he might be. That might be very much interference. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened after. I don't know if they call the replay or what, but that's pretty crazy. Yeah, probably a replay. No, they gave it to Knack Roselaire. Okay, good. Floater, good pass. Gosh, that's a nice pass. And again, same thing. Like, look at how he keeps his feet. Shuffles, keeps his feet. Hops up, continues. Like, that's really nice. Bang. And I mean, stuff like this, too, where the middle's right on you as a setter, and you know that the pass gets moved forward, so you know that this guy's just going to move to the right just a little bit. He's going to move this way just a little bit. And then, boom, that gets you there. That gets you a nice solo block up there. It's just nice. And it's just like space that's getting moved around, you know? He tries to do a little fake out there. Honestly, I think it's a good set. I think it's just a spatch, bad hand contact. Looks like it was in. Never mind. Knack Roselaire getting some aces now. Overpass. Getting some good serves. Roselaire doing some good things. And again, this is a phenomenal disciplined swing to the deep corner. Like they know that they're not going to win against this team unless they're taking really disciplined swings. And even when they're taking disciplined swings every time and like being extremely efficient, they're still only up 2. Because Lublin's going to be super efficient because they can go OT and they have so much available to them, you know? Lots of talent on that team, man. Yeah. That one, he rips it cross hard. Nice. Gets a nice tool there. It's a big kid. He's got wide shoulders. Let's see. In the seam. Oof. That's a tough one. I wonder if the middle could get that. 22-20. Second set here. Yeah, that's not illegal at all. Or that's not legal at all, I don't think. So, that probably travels inside the pin. And then this one, this ball, probably travels inside the pin as well. And then he scores. That's crazy. That's a bad ball. That's a really bad call. It's all right. He gets a missed serve off of it. Floater, really nice serve. Wow, look at that. Holy crap. Wow, that's from a high opponent. That's a nice float. And I mean, balls like that, that's right there why you should be able to pass a float serve with your platform, because there's going to be some serves like that are just impossible to get your hands on because it's not at your forehead, it's at your feet, you know? Bang. Hey, it's up. And they're scrapping. They're willing to scrap for every point right here. Let's see. Overpass, swing. It's good. Oh my gosh. Triple block. Bang. McCarthy gets a nice block there. 22-24. Good pass. Back. Ooh, errors now. But this is just a great example of why you have to be super clean against a team like this. Like a really good team like that, you got to be really clean. Honestly, it's such a great block move, and then it just sneaks right underneath. Bang, right there. It's a good swing too, though. Like, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff, but it's just tough. This is good. Gets his forehand on it, quick hands, strong hands, over the top, bang. Really nice run. I like that a lot. I gotta get used to calling the calls that we have for my new team here. But I like our offense. I like our offensive system. Let's see here. Bang, over. Oh, gosh. Good block. And, I mean, you see here, he kind of hedges his bets over here and just kind of dedicates steps to the outside, but still reads. And because he's a very tall guy, he's able to reach into that angle there and still take that ball. And you see he just reads by doing a little hop step right there. Oops. A little hop step right there. Gets up. A little bit late, and that's perfectly fine. Huge serve. Holy crap. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I know that Lublin wins, but I would assume that they start to dominate a little bit more in some way, but who knows? Maybe not. Maybe Roselaire had a lead. Who knows? We'll find out. Oof. And honestly, like, Roselaire makes a lot of blocking things. Like, they make a lot of blocking adjustments like this. And, I mean, I'm a fan of it because a side out is just honestly not as valuable as a break point. You know, like, earning a break point when you're serving is so much more valuable than just a normal side out. So, I don't know, I mean, taking some risks. Most teams are going to side out anyways, so especially a team like this, like they're going to side out a lot anyways, so might as well try to do some things, you know? Try to take some risks and hope that some of them pay off, you know? Who served this? Okay. And I mean, you're going to have to work for your side out sometimes, you know, but still. Let's see, bang. Yup. Let's see here. Roll shot to the libero. Again, this is like, I don't understand the roll shots to the liberos. You got two pins here. Go short here or go short here. The setter's also running here. Maybe he's trying to get it right over the middle and see if the middle tries to take it. I don't know. But it's pretty much a free ball at that point. No balls up. Ooh, wow. And I mean, look at how he kicks himself in a lot there. Kicks himself into the court. And then is able to approach straight on. Bang. Spinner. Espelin. Short, kind of soft to the libero again, but it works. Why is that working? Wow. There's a free ball. Let's see. Yeah, and they're gonna have to scrap a little bit here. Ooh. Yeah, and like you see how he brings his arms around here, where he's back here, then into the angle in there. It's not here. It's in front of you, pressing into the middle of the court, or else you're gonna get tooled like this or funneled like this, whatever you want to call it. But you got to press forward when you're making that move. When you're pressing and trying to shape the block like that, you have to press everything. Spin a float on the hands of the libero over the top. Gosh, that kid gets up, man. That kid is up there. He is up there. Wow. Let's see here. I know. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's why I like having lefties on the right side, man. It's nice. It's really nice. Spinner. Spin a float. Nice. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. No, sir. All right, let's see. Spinner, spin to float again. Just spin to float. It's working. Try it again. See if they can make an adjustment. Very nice. Nice chopped little Fredo Leon there. Yeah, and honestly, like out of system, when you see Hillier Henno approaching on it, you got to be ready for those off speeds because he's not really able to go OT on some of these guys. So you got to just be ready for creative stuff, funky stuff, French stuff. Bang, good swing. Let's see. Ooh, no, good pull. Good pull of the hands. He's a smart guy. He's a really smart player. Let's see, to the outside. Tools through. I mean, this is a great block move, honestly. It's just tough sometimes. Maybe he can press more to try and take that away and guard his right hand almost, but it's just tough. That'll happen sometimes. And if you're in this position in the one spot where you don't really see the ball too much, just be ready to move and launch at it like that. Like just being able to jump at it like this where it's just a quick reaction because it bounced off the block. Try to just touch it like that. Like if he would have gotten that in the air, then they could have kept that rally going, Even if it's just a very small touch, That's a huge, huge block. Wow. Good for him. Whew. Wow. Yeah, and that's pretty hype. But yeah, I mean, 10-13 right here. It seems like Roselaire has an opportunity to win this game, but at some point it seems like it's going to break down. And that might be just because of that underdog anxiety almost, where, holy crap, we're going to win this game. Oh my gosh, we weren't supposed to win this game. We're the underdog. Like you get that little nervousness, that little anxiety. And then you put Wilfredo Leon on the line, and he's going to serve bombs at you, and that's going to increase your anxiety, It's like, oh my gosh. It's not fear of Wilfredo Leon, but it's like fear of what he could do, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a good swing. Let's see, deep out of system here. Let's see what this right side does. Swings out of bounds. 14-14, and there goes that lead. They were up 4 points at one point, maybe even more. But that's what I saw. It was 9-13. And Kofi getting a nice block. Wait, block or did that funnel? Funneled. Yeah, if he pressed better, he could have gotten that. Sheesh, man. I mean, this is a very unconventional pass again. French, man. French unconventional pass, but it's a dang good pass, man. Yeah, that's a good block touch, though. He could probably get that up. Hybrid. Ball's up. Let's see. Chops it. Roll shot into the block and gets a nice recycle. Gosh, he's up there, man. That kid's up there. Let's see here. Bang. Huge swing. So, wait, how many swings did he get here? He got 3 swings here. Let's see him. Recycle. Gets off. High ball, transition, swings super high into the block, gets another recycle. Bang. And then goes sharp cross. He already went high, so he's going to go sharp cross on the next one. And honestly, like, if you get this one where you're swinging high, hoping for like a tool or at the worst, a soft block over here, if that means that he's reaching high, so go for the angle. Very smart. Very good decision there. Again, that kid's making great decisions. He's only, 24 years old probably, and he's still making phenomenal decisions like a vet. Let's see. Off the hand, soft block. Oh, it's going up. Oh my gosh. Good pivot to take a swing there. Really nice. I like that a lot. We got 17-15. They're up again. They have another lead. But let's see what happens. Kofi over the top. That's going to happen. That will happen sometimes. That will happen sometimes. Spinner, spin to float on. Okay. Over the top of Kofi. But I mean, if he's late, then yeah, And that's why I keep saying, like, if you are swinging from the middle, you want to still swing deep because they're going to be late. Like, it's even more important for you to swing deep because they're going to be late, you know? And then hopefully you can just hit it over top them before they get up there, you know? You can take by the middle going to the right side. Hillier Henno off the hands. We got 18-19 here. Hillier Henno, beautiful serve. And yeah, just consistent service pressure in a game like this where it's back and forth, and like they are probably feeling some pressure because they could lose this game if they lose this set, and they also are down a point. They've been down a few points here and there in this set. Now they're down 2 points again, you know. But the confident serving from both sides is allowing each team to either strengthen the lead or bring the lead down, you know. Providing opportunities. I think, yeah, you think you got a touch there. Gosh, that's crazy. That's such a small touch, dude. That's crazy. Spinner, good pass. Nobody. But, like, they're taking risks here. And it's like, it's after 20 points, and again, it looks like they're just releasing to Wilfredo Leon. 2 blockers over to Wilfredo Leon. 1 blocker taking everyone else. Yeah. But again, that's fair enough. That bounce of him having no block, whatever, is worth 1 point. It's still worth 1 point, you know. But if they get that point, then they're up 23-20, and that's a really nice lead. But now it's 21-22. You know, it's not like a huge swing. If it was like basketball where we're leaving a guy open in the corner, that could be 3 points, okay, instead of 2 points. But you know, like, or like in the same way of fouling a guy instead of giving him an easy layup forces him to earn both points, you know, like it's the same type of concept, you know. And now Lublin has gotten points here. I want to see off their serve. Get to soft touch. That's it right there, man. Look at that soft touch. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to earn a break point sometimes, dude. It's just a soft touch like that. And then you can find a swing. And then as long as you're taking good swings out of system, bang, you can score. Gosh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful volleyball right there. On, back to the right side. Kablam, huge swing. Wow, that's a really nice swing. Gosh, he's maxing out every time, dude. Again, that's beautiful. It's impressive. Yup. Hillier Henno. Bang. Hillier Henno, that's clutch. Very clutch. Spinner. Bang, float. Yeah. And I mean, he kind of drifts here. Hillier kind of drifts past the ball a little bit here, and then he's reaching in, and he's not able to press or grab that ball. But, I mean, it was a quick ball. It's kind of fair. Lublin, what you going to do here? And again, like, it's tough because if they switch here, they might be able to get that point. But then instead, it's a little bit shattered of a block, and they get another swing. They get another swing opportunity. And then Hillier goes over the top. Which, I mean, it's tough. It's tough because having a small setter like that is really tough. You know, it's kind of tough to work with. And I don't know. Oh, wow. I don't know, when did this bald guy get subbed in? Because if he got subbed in right there when they're serving, I don't think I like that sub. Because he's a blocking liability. I don't know when he got subbed in. I don't know when he got in, but huge triple block by Wilfredo Leon. Bang. He's getting his chest at the net there. That's crazy. And I think they score this point. Ace, yep. It's a huge serve. Very important serve to close out that third set there. Floater. Good pass. Let's see. What's happening here? Wi-Fi. All right, we're good. Ball's up. Just got to touch it. Just got to pop it up sometimes. Roll shot. Let's see. Libero. to the right side. Big dog. Like, I don't know why they're going fast like that. Like, yeah, I guess it limits the block, but it also limits Wilfredo Leon. I don't know. He's still able to go OT. He's not even jumping as high as he can, too. That's the crazy thing. But he's just reaching so high. He's got very long limbs, very long arms. Tough overpass here. Yeah, and I mean, ooh. Yeah, it's a nice run. Backing away. And I mean, most teams, unless you're running to a spot, but most teams do this where they follow the setter, and having that connection be there is really nice. And you see here too, is this setter kind of lets it just travel through this window right here, and then the distance matters a little bit less because it's hittable from here all the way to here. You know, it's hittable all the way, maybe to here, something like that. So like if this middle is anywhere in this range, he's chilling and he can hit that ball and get a kill. So let's see. Roll shot. Ooh, wow, what a swing off the hands. And he swung up on that one. That ball was probably going out, but it's fair. Like, pulling on Wilfredo Leon's kind of tough. Like, you don't really want to do that. He misses low more than he misses high, I would say. I would argue. Like, his errors, when he gets blocked or makes errors, it's usually because he brings it down instead of going too high and swinging out of bounds, you know? Let's see. Over the top. This kid's flying, dude. Look at that. He's flying. Holy crap. Let's see. Spinner. Yep. Let's see. Out of system. Wilfredo Leon again. Oh, wow. And, like, I don't know. This posture here, I don't like that. Because obviously he's not really able to move right there. You know? Very slow. So, whatever you're doing in volleyball, if you're waiting for something to happen, be balanced, be ready to move wherever, because the ball can just pop somewhere here and there. Sorry, folks. Let's see this pipe real quick. Let's see. It's a good run, good dive by that middle. And, you know, something I noticed last night is if you're in the 6th spot and they're running a pipe, you want to wait. It's such a small little thing. You know, it's kind of tough to do. But you want to wait and see where this middle dives. Because usually if he dives over here, you're going to want to be right here. You know, because he's taking away this space. And then you can play defense in that space, you know. So as the 6th spot, try to wait and be patient back there. Don't make the move too early. You know, because the middle is going to see what the hitter is doing, like where the hitter's facing, whatever, where it looks like he's going to swing. He's reading the hitter. But then you kind of have to read the middle to see what space he takes up. And if he's nowhere, cool. Read the hitter, get there, and do whatever. But in the 6th spot, you're usually going to go one way or the other, you know, so it's interesting. I mean, it's a quick thing that you got to do. It's a very quick decision you got to make, but if you can practice it, then that's really nice. I mean, we're talking mostly in theory here, like, oh, that's a beautiful swing. Just having tools available here. And if you feel weird bouncing on that line or whatever, do that. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of this and that. And I mean, the adjustment, there's a counter adjustment to the adjustment to that tip too. Like if you keep doing that tip, I mean, same deal here where he's traveling. They're pretty far. Like this might be too far. But because that ball just travels in a hittable spot for a while, bang, it's really nice. And he's kind of patient on it too. I really like that. But anyways, the tip down the line, if you tip short, then the adjustment is for the defender to, you know, run short. Then the counter adjustment is to tip deep, you know. So there's adjustments. There's adjustments you can always make, you know. A little spin to float there. Ball's still up though. Wow. Ball into the net. That's crazy. Good for him to pop that really high, put it towards the net. Always miss towards the net, man. Bang. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not always miss towards the net, but you guys get my point. Wilfredo Leon, always ready to jump and hit the ball. Takes a great swing there. We got 10-7 in the fourth set here. This will be going to 5. So, gosh. Great swings, man. This guy's good. This guy's pretty dang good. He's pretty good. I'm not sure if he's French or if he's where he's from. He might be Scandinavian of some sort. Bang. Another great swing. I mean, sometimes you don't really have the ability to wait for the middle because the middle is going to be late. So at that point, I would say just sit still. Sit still and jump towards the ball whenever like the guy actually hits it. But still, I mean, that same rule applied right here is he dove here. So he's taking there. So if this guy, like he's diving this way, so pretty much dive the opposite way as the middle, unless the guy's really far over, you know? So if he would have moved over just a little bit, one step, I think he would have gotten that ball. So it's just, I don't know, it seems like that rule works. That rule works. Let's see. Holy huge swing. Wow. Yeah, that's a crazy swing. Spinner. Let's see. Spinner chops it short. Let's see. Chops it down the line. I think he missed it out of bounds, though. Just a little bit too much thumb down motion there. Joust, Wilfredo Leon. Let's see. Good touch. Yeah, strong hands. This will help that for sure. Gets a nice touch. And I really like this choice by the setter. You can't see the ball. And Wilfredo Leon's not really tight to that ball, so it's pretty unlikely that he's going to go over the top to this corner. So he runs in for tips. Stays balanced, though. Gets the soft touch. And then they can use it to get a swing. And then there's that swing. There's the swing. If it's in anyways, it might be out long. It's hard to tell. Looks like it went out long. That's crazy. Spinner. Let's see. Deep out of system here. Oh my gosh. They're freaking out. And put that ball high. If it's kind of like a scramble play and it's weird and you have to put a free ball over, put it high. Give your team time to just reset, you know? Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. I don't know. I got to rethink that stuff. All right. I got a lot to think about for breakpoint stuff. I don't know why. Look at that swing. Again, against a triple block, and he's able to rip it sharp like that. That's insane. Gosh, that's a beautiful swing. And it's just a little bit of thumb down. You know, you can turn, but then if you go thumb down, you're going to just even go more. Oh, gosh. Oh, my back. This kid is from Finland, number 14. He's from Finland. He got subbed in for the Canadian fella. Let's see here. Bang, big serve, huge serve coming at you. And I don't know if I've seen this kid pass yet, but good for him that he's able to and confident enough to step in and do it. Huge block move. Hello. And like, I don't know, look how far he is, but then he's able to cover the space because he's able to be super physical with this step right here. Get his feet to the ball still. And he's almost jumping over to this spot here. He's almost jumping from here to cover space, but then he still goes straight up. Blocks, bang. Huge. Gosh, that's huge. That's a really nice block. I want to say it one more time. Just for my own sake, I want to say it one more time. Bang. Yep. Thanks for that. Holy crap. Spinner, Wilfredo Leon. Bang. Nope. Bang. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Floater. Perfect pass. Out to the outside. I mean, it's not a bad choice. It just goes too far to the 6. And it's a good grab by the setter, I would say, too. Yeah, because this setter just reaches into the line here. But it's such a tough one. Yeah, so miss high on that tip, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of tough. It's kind of situational. If you don't have any, if it's not like you can see the block and you're doing it because you see the space. If it's just, oh, ball's super high like that, I'm just tipping. Miss high, keep the rally going. It's better to do that unless you can recycle it somehow. But if you're not confident to do that, again, just tip it. It's not a big deal. Tipping, it's not a terrible thing. Some coaches will be like, oh, swing, swing, swing. But if it's not the play, like if it's not smart, then just put pressure on by forcing them to play defense. If it is a free ball of just putting it over and it's a complete free ball, then sure, that does suck. That definitely will suck. But putting pressure on and keeping the rally going is not a bad option. Missed serve by that guy. All right, fifth set here. Let's get into it. Huge serve just to start us off. Huge serve in the seam. Serving Wilfredo Leon's seams. Very nice. Gets an ace. Just out of bounds. Spinner by Finn McCarthy. Out of bounds. See a ball. Let's see. Spinner. Yep, good pass. It's a pretty good pass. I mean, it's not his seam, but he's covering a little bit extra space, kind of closing that seam. Look at how close he is with Wilfredo Leon here. He's a little closer just so then he doesn't have to cover as much. And Wilfredo Leon can just be like, okay, full time your seam, And in this fifth set, I assume they're just going to feed Wilfredo Leon. Because he's just there. He's their Hulk. He's their unstoppable weapon, Ping. And they're going to let him do his thing up there too. Again, like a ball like this where you're not really able to put up a perfect ball, shove it towards the net. It's better to miss towards the net. Let's see. Ball's still alive. Holy crap, this is a little scrambly. Ooh, wow, what a dig. Wow, good for him. Ball's still alive. Putting a free ball over. Oh no, middle's gone. Oh, is that in or out? He dives cross. He's going to swing cross. And then he has to make the decision to change and swing line. That might be in. That looks a little bit in. Yeah, that's just barely in. It's a really good call by the ref, honestly. I mean, I don't know if they have the challenge system or whatnot, but it's a really nice swing and a really nice call because that's a tough call to make. He probably got this much of the ball in. Really nice. Swing block to the middle. Interesting. All right, let's see. Spinner. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Run in the middle again. Yeah. And I mean, they're taking risks, but they're taking risks when they're in the middle of a rally. I don't agree with that fully. I mean, I might just not be happy about it because they were wrong, But if a ball like that where they get a free ball, it's like 90% going to a certain guy, yeah. And then that 10%, I can't be mad about that. That's just, come on, that's stats, So, let's see here. Floater, short, nope, in the net. 5-5. Fifth set is a nail biter. Now what happened here? But again, right here, this is why you can just kind of live with Wilfredo Leon going OT because sometimes he'll bring it down into your block and you'll have an opportunity to block him like that. And I mean, you want that. You wanna take care of it, Oh, that's huge. Holy OT. Oh, okay, I think it was a field goal, but still. Wow, big swing. No fear. Bang, swing like that. And I mean, maybe a bad choice by Hillier Henno. I think he could have blocked that if he wasn't trying to go field goal like that, but still. Yeah, huge dig. And look at how calm he is in the 6 spot here. Look at how calm he is. He just pivots, sits there, hits a little split step, pops it up. Just pops it up. Now they're out of system, and they have a chance to do something decent here. Now they have another swing. Another chance to do something decent. What a grab. What a touch by that libero. And then it just drops in. And then they get blocked like that. That's crazy. Yeah, nice job. Great defense on both sides. I mean, let me see this libero chase here. turns, pivots, runs, sprints, dives forward, just hooks that ball and brings it back. That's really impressive. That's tough. Okay. Back to it. Wi-Fi was freaking out here. Let's see. Bang. Out of bounds, possibly. It's a good swing, if not. Wow. All right, and that's the switch. And Roselaire is up on the switch. They've had chances to win here. They've had a lot of chances to take the game here. They're up 2. They're winning in the 5th. Lublin is a clutch team. They find a way. Yeah, but I mean, Roselaire's given themselves phenomenal opportunities. But I'm wondering where they lose it, where they lose their lead here. Middle touch. I mean, it's a good touch. I mean, he's got a solo block here. If he can take this, he looks like he's very tight to the ball or tight to the net there, and then he only has the one option. But still, gotta just find a way, man. Hillier Heno, wow, what a swing! In a very, very small gap there. Wow, that's a very small gap to attack into, and he gets it. Spinner, spin to float. Decent pass. Okay pass. It's okay. It's a great swing, though. And, I mean, a great team who's going to win championships is going to fix their teammates' mistakes like this. Like, not a phenomenal pass. Could have been better. But this setter puts up a good ball. And then he takes a great swing there. Swings high. Gets a really nice tool against 2 huge blockers again. Kofi might have gotten a messed up hand there. Out of bounds. But again, like, you got to give yourself a chance here. You got to give yourself a chance by serving here. Can't miss those serves. Against a team like this too, like, you just need every single point, because obviously they've had leads, they've done everything, but you need one more. You need another point to be comfortable. You always need one more point if you want to be comfortable, you know. Huge block though. Nice. Let's see, 10-9. Serving to Wilfredo Leon. Going back to Heno. Oh, come on, that's fair. That's fair. You never know. Great swing. Look at how he just goes thumb down to go to that cross there, too. Just that little rotation of the arm. Really nice swing. Yeah, they're fine. 10-10. Let's see. Overpass. Yep, overpass gets him. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. It's a great serve in the seam. And again, like, serving late in these games, it's 5 more points to go for each game. And you get a good serve, you never know what happens. Sometimes those guys get a little nervous. They just pass it a little bit here and there, whatever. They overpass it just by this much, whatever it is. That's all it takes sometimes, man. That's all it takes. It's a really nice swing, though. Pass this one. Yeah, and, like, that is better than an overpass, honestly, because then you're at least taking a swing at the block. Huge swing. I want to see that arm swing by him. Yeah, it's a nice swing, man. Good for him. Whoa, brings that puppy down. Again, they've got 2 missed serves late in this game so far. The past 2 serves have been misses. Against a team like this, you just can't have that happen. Now Wilfredo Leon, he's missing serves too. Let's see what he does. Good serve. That's a good serve right there. I think it was the past 2 serves. I don't know. We'll find out. Huge swing. And look at how he's approaching from inside the court here and going towards his right shoulder. And then opens himself up when that ball gets in front of him and then destroys it to the deep corner. That's insane. See a ball. Nope. Spinner. Spin to float. Hillier going back to Wilfredo Leon. And this one's a weird one. This last point here. Not this one, but why is he's committing to, he's like biting on the middle a little bit here. This middle here, watch him. Bites on the middle a little bit there. And then goes, and it just leaves that seam just a little bit. That's all it takes. And like this one right here, why not take a risk? Why not take a risk? On a perfect pass like this too, like perfect pass, take a risk, dude. Take a risk. Perfect pass. A team like this is 90% efficient anyways. So take a risk. And then this one's weird. It's a tight pass, and then it just misses his hands, I think. And I'm not sure. I don't think the middle touched that ball. I think they just misconnected. That setter just messed up a little bit and then cost them the game. Yeah, but that was a great game. Thanks for watching, guys.